What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today, we're going to be doing some battles with the rental team featuring an Assault Vest Zapdos. Now, if you guys ended up seeing the last video with Urshifu, then you guys have already seen this rental team. It is the same rental. However, this time we're actually going to be focusing a lot on Zapdos. Because in that video, I talked a lot about how I haven't used Zapdos really since Sword Shield, and I really liked the Mon back then. So I thought it'd be fun to really kind of feature in the video. And especially since I think Zapdos is a really good counter to Urshifu as well, especially the water one, because you do have, obviously, the electric to you as well as the flying. So even though this Zapdos doesn't have something like Hurricane or something like that on it, which I actually think would actually be a great move on this Zapdos, especially since we have Rain Dance on Tornadus. However, it does have Heat Wave as opposed to Hurricane. But we do also have Discharge, Thunderbolt, and Volt Switch. But that Discharge, Thunderbolt, and Volt Switch will all do some really great damage into the Water Urshifu. Obviously, it's not going to be super effective against the Dark Urshifu if someone sends that out. However, it still has a good amount of power, so it will still do a good amount of damage to the other Urshifu. Now, like I said before, Zapdos does have the Assault Vest on it, which is why we have 4 attacking moves on it, as opposed to something like Protect or Tailwind. And as a Pokemon with already a pretty decent special defense, I think it's a base 90 special defense, it's nice to have the Assault Vest on to make it even bulkier. As an ability, we do have Static, which is really unfortunate that Zapdos did end up losing Lightning Rod. However, Static really isn't bad because if someone tries to make contact with you, you have a chance of actually giving them paralysis. So that's actually a really nice ability to have on it as well. And then there is the Electric Tera on Zapdos. And that's really nice because Zapdos originally as an electric and a flying, you're really not going to see a ground type going into it. So if you do end up terastallizing, you're not going to end up seeing a move that's going to be super effective. Plus, you do end up getting that 2x stab on the electric move. So that Discharge, the Thunderbolt, or the Volt Switch will do a ton of damage into whatever you do it into. Unless, of course, it's resisted, but of course, at that point, hopefully you have other moves that'll be able to take care of it. And I think that's part of the thought process of having Heat Wave on it too, because, you know, grass types do resist the electric moves, so I guess having Heat Wave will make it so that you can actually hit them with super effective damage. Then again, I do think that the Hurricane could also fulfill that as well. But again, with the steel types, that might be a little different too. So Heat Wave would be super effective on the steel types, whereas the electric moves would unfortunately just be a neutral move and the flying move would be resisted. So I think that's, again, the thought process of having Heat Wave on it. I think it might actually still be really great to have on it too, because you never know what you might see. So I'm really excited to see how Zapdos does. Like I said, I haven't really used it since Sword Shield, so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just tab and chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the battles. All right, now I really wish we could see which Urshifu that is, truly, because if that is not the grass one, or not the water one, pardon me, then I don't know if this would really be the best game, obviously, for Zapdos. But I'm going to assume that that is the correct one. So let's go with these two to start so we can set our Tailwind and be able to get off a couple good electric moves. And then in the back, we're going to have our Dark Urshifu as well as Flutter Mane, because you can never really go wrong with the... Well, okay, I guess you could go wrong with the Urshifu, but you can't go wrong with Flutter Mane. So, and especially since they don't have any Steel Mons on their team, I feel pretty confident about that. Question is, what do they lead? Now, I will say I kind of have to worry because obviously Indeedee is a Trick Room setter, and so unfortunately is Flutter Mane. So if they send out one of those two... Okay, they're not. That's perfect. Ooh, okay. Alright, so I think we're going to set our Tailwind. I would love to actually go Discharge right here because that would be great against everyone. But do I really want to knock out my own Torn, right? You know? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I kind of don't care. So let's go Tailwind. Yeah, I hate to say it. I'm just going to do that. I mean, as long as they don't protect or anything, then I think we're going to be fine here. Just withdraw, that's fine. Here comes the Torn, though. Should have thought about that. Oh, it's just the fish. Never mind. All right, well... Ooh, sunny day. That's not going to be great for us. But at least we get our Tailwind up first. We do, unfortunately, knock ourselves out. But the good thing is we can actually take... Oh, wow. We don't. Even better. Forget that this actually has really good investment in the... whatchamacallit, in more like the defenses and stuff than the special attack, I believe. Okay, well that's good. We didn't get knocked out, but I think we're gonna go for a Rain Dance, just so we can kind of stop all that. And then, honestly, because I was gonna say we actually get a beef up here with the Heat Wave because of the sun, but honestly, I'm gonna take that away. I think that's probably better. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. That's fine. Still gonna go Rain Dance. I'm gonna Tera and go for the Thunderbolt over there. I was gonna say that the thing about putting up the Rain Dance, unfortunately, is we know they have Urshifu in the back, and that is not necessarily a Pokemon that we want to have to, you know, give a buff to. But again, this will make it so that... Oh, please don't tell me you're going to be a Grass Tera. Please don't tell me you're going to be a Grass Tera. No, you're a Fire one. Okay, that makes it even better, because that Heat Wave would have done so much damage that I don't know if we would have really survived. So the Rain Dance is actually going to help us out from that perspective. And Tailwind? Yep. Question is, who has the speed? I would imagine us, but yeah. Perfect. And then their Heat Wave's not going to do too much. Never mind, we didn't have to worry about that. Forget, because that's not a spread move, and it was actually a stronger power than, than Discharge. Should have known that that was going to knock out. But again, I wasn't 100% sure on the speed, because if for some reason that did end up having... yeah, that did end up having something like a Choice Scarf or something, then they were going to outspeed, and we were at risk with Zapdos. So that's unfortunate, but we're going to go for the Bleak Wind here. And we're going to go for the Thunderbolt over there, because that's going to be our best shot. Okay. Okay. Well, good. We knock out... Alright, we knock out Urshifu. We have the Bleak Wind Storm, but we do resist that. Obviously, because the Electric does resist that, so perfect. And it looks like they ended up leaving. So, there we go. Good game. Nice. Nice that we're able to actually pretty much knock everyone out with Zapdos. That's what we like to see. Really good game there. Alright, so I know we went a little crazy on that last one because we just went with that Discharge right off the bat and almost knocked out our own Tornadus. But this time I think we'll play it a little bit smarter and a little bit more strategically. So here you do see, obviously, the potential Trick Room, and that is a little worrisome, but we are going to start Flutter Mane so we can go for the Imprison, as well as Zapdos, because Zapdos. And then in the back, we're also going to have, we're going to have Rillaboom, and then we'll also have our Dark Urshi. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Feel pretty good about that. Rillaboom's going to be really good for if they end up sending out Ursaluna. But it is very possible that they may have left Ursaluna at home thinking that we had the Rapid Strike Urshifu as opposed to the Single Strike. Alright. It appears as if that was not a problem for them. So, alright. Alright, now question is, do we Terrastallize Zapdos so we can get an extra strong electric move? And also to take away the neutrality to... shoot. Yeah, because again, we're neutral to electric right now. I don't think that we have to imprison. I would say go Dazzling Gleam, but... nah. So let's actually double over there. We'll Terrastalize as well and go for the Thunderbolt. Fingers crossed they don't protect. Again, I'm really curious to see what a Thunderbolt's actually going to do here. Now, question is, do they go Scary Face? Do they go Thunder Wave over into Flutter? Do they do something else completely? Do they Terrastalize into probably Dragon, now that I'm thinking about it? Because it's probably the one from the event. Nope, they put it into Fire. That's perfect. Okay, I was going to say, if that was like a one of the event ones, you know, that ended up coming out Dragon. Oh, that's cool. It's not what we want to see. That's okay. We get the Shadow Ball first. They are no longer weak to electric, but that really obviously doesn't matter anymore. So, nice crit. We'll take that. This isn't going to do too much. It's going to be a neutral hit again, but hopefully we'll still do a good amount. That's actually still really good, all things considered. And they had a little bulk in that to be able to put the Citrus Berry on it, too. Good start. Good start. Alright, now I don't remember who they even had in the back. Did they have another Firemon? Please don't be Cresselia. Alright, well, to make sure that they don't get a Trick Room off, let's go for the Imprison. I'm a Thunderbolt over there. I want to see how much damage I can do. Plus, I am a little worried that if they do just swap straight into Ursaluna here, that could be bad. So, don't be Ursaluna. You're Ursaluna. Well, I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe the swap out with Thundy. Smart, though. That's fair. That's a smart call on their part. Again, Thunderbolt, that's going to do decent. Yeah, I was going to say, not a ton of damage, but decent. But decent. Now we're going to really, again, take advantage of the sunny day that they set. It's not going to do a ton of damage because Zapdos isn't fire, so it's not a stab move, but even so, we'll go for the Heat Wave and just hope for the best. Ooh, that's not ideal. I really wish that we had our flying type here too, but there we go. I'm glad we do that. Now, how much damage is this going to do? That's the question. That's not bad. Wow, okay. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I was a little worried because I thought maybe they were going to go for the Earthquake. Because I think the Earthquake there, especially with the Guts boost, would have knocked out Flutter Mane, and it sure as heck would have knocked out Zapdos, because we are, we took away our flying type. Do they still have their Tera? No, they already used their Tera. So we're going to go out with Urshifu here, because we know that all they have in the back is Cresselia, and we can go for the Wicked Blow because we know that they're more than likely going to go with a, Actually, no, I don't even need to do that if I'm being completely honest with you. Because Urshifu will be able to hit through Protect, so we'll be able to knock out Ursaluna, even if it decides to Protect. So that's perfect. Let's do that, and, oh, but the Ally Switch, though. Oh, the Ally Switch. I didn't even think that that would be... Well, no, because they would have to set Trick Room, and, well... What do we have in the back? Rillaboom? Okay, I trust Rillaboom, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yep, yep. That's fine. That's smart, let's be honest. We'll still get the Wicked Blow over there. Not quite knocking out. Here comes the EQ. Or are they going to go Facade? Ooh, it's Rocky Helmet, too. Yeah, just going Facade. That'll definitely take Zapdos out. Can't believe I didn't even think about that. But it's okay. They can't go for another Ally Switch this turn anyways, and they can't Protect. So we'll be able to knock out anyways. That'll be perfect. And we can honestly just straight up fake out Cresselia, too. That's good. Let's go for the Wicked Blow. And, ooh, not Protect. Let's fake out over there. Alright, cool. Perfect. Yeah, they knew that there wasn't a way to really go from that because, again, can't really Protect with Urshifu out there. So, and they couldn't go for the Ally Switch again. So, there we go. Good game. Now, we got a couple of issues here, unfortunately. We do have to worry about that Therian Landorus that is not going to take any damage from the electric moves. However, I think that's where the Heat Wave is really going to come in handy if they are sent out there. Other than that, though, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine with Zapdos. And we're also going to lead Flutter Mane because even though I would like the Tailwind, I don't think it's going to be super important on this. The Bleakwind Storm would be pretty nice against... Oh, and we need the Taunt, too. And I don't think they have Taunt on them, do they? No, they do not. So, I think... I'm going to send those guys out there, too. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, probably should have started Tornadus and Flutter Mane. That way I could have gotten the Taunt and then a Dazzling Gleam and been able to actually do a good amount of damage to Grimmsnarl before they were able to set both screens, you know? Ooh, Grim and Lando. Okay. Feel good about that, then. Well, I shouldn't say feel good about that because I Zapdos, you know, against Lando. But still, either way, I still feel pretty decent about that. We are going to be able to get a spread move with Dazzling Gleam. And honestly, that Thunderbolt over into Grimmsnarl will actually be pretty decent too. I wonder how much damage Zapdos would take to a Rock Slide. That's the problem too. But I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go Dazzling Gleam here. Won't be able to go Earthquake, which actually might have been a good reason to Terrastalize into Electric. But even so, then we would have had to worry about it on the next one, unless he's, you know, choiced into whatever move they would do. But who knows? Only time will tell. Light Screen kind of had to. Dazzling Gleam. Oh, they're choiced. They're definitely choiced. Wow. Okay, well, now I wish I went Heat Wave. Ah, well, never mind, because we flinched. Okay, so that Tailwind would actually be extremely nice right now. Oh, hi, Goodra. That's not ideal. Is a little unfortunate. That last one has to be a Mungus, right? I mean, it could be a Moltres as well. It could be. I'm going to risk it and do the swap in, and we'll still go for the Dazzling Gleam too. I'm going to risk it. That way we try to get a Tailwind up too, and we need to get the taunt over there before they get too many shelters. Man, I can't believe they hit again. We're probably going to get knocked out here to a Heavy Slam. That's fine. It's only 2 HP. I'm okay with that. So we got Urshifu here. We are going to have to terrestrialize into Dark. Yeah, actually, this is totally fine. And instead, I think what we're going to do is we're going to taunt over into Goodra. We're going to terrestrialize into... Yeah, we're going to terrestrialize into Dark, and we're going to go for the... Actually, we could probably knock out Lando without the Tera. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll do that and go with the Sucker Punch over to Lando. He knew what I was going to do. That's fair. Yeah, there's a Moongus. Alright, at least we don't take any damage here. That's a positive. That's fine. And in fact, we can actually go for a close combat over on... Ooh, we could have actually gone for that close combat over there. But again, I was more worried about Landorus in that situation. So what can you do? We'll get the taunt. Thank you. No shelter. Ooh, and, or well, acid armor, you know, tomato, tomato, same thing. That's fine right there. I'm going to taunt over into a Moongus as well, and I'm going to... Honestly, I should try to go for the Wicked Blow over into a Moongus. I'm going to do that because they may swap Goodra out then because of the taunt and back into Landorus. And it would be nice to knock out Landorus, but... Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, at least we still get the move through it, though. You know what I mean? So that's a positive. We also don't drop in our defense and special defense. Good damage. I know, probably, yeah, Rocky Helmet. Figured as much. Heavy Slam. That's fair as well. And who else is in the back? Oh, Zapdos! Zapdos is still back there, that's right. That's right. So that's what we're going to do then. Is we got Zapdos, obviously. Actually, hold on, let me check the speed quickly. I want to see who goes first. So Zapdos, 167, 163. Perfect. So that means we can get a Heat Wave off first. And I feel fine going for a close combat over into Goodra. Feel really good about that. Question is, do they swap out for Landorus? Either way, both moves that we use are going to end up hitting Landorus if they end up bringing it out. So that's a positive for us. Yep, with your Goodra, so we're going to be doing that close combat over there as well. So I think that's going to be fine because, again, we have the Heat Wave too, and I feel, again, really confident about that. We hit both. Nice. Knocks out a Moongus. Lando is going to go down just very easily to the close combat here. Nice. And now we got a 2v1. Despite the fact that our defense and special defense is down. However, we both outspeed Goodra. And unfortunately, we can't taunt them anymore, so they could go Acid Armor, but even so, at this point, we are -1 there, so that could be a possibility. But honestly, yeah, I think Heat Wave would have to be the play here. Because again, Thunderbolt, 90 with Stab would be up to 135? However, it is cut in half because it is not very effective, whereas Heat Wave is a singular attack, and it is normal effectiveness. So we're going to do that, as well as the... Hold on, they terrestrialize already? They didn't terrestrialize. Oh, that is so rough. Still going to go for the close combat. It's going to be the strongest move that we have. The question is, what's... Okay. It's not much. Can we get a burn? We cannot. Ooh, that's some good damage right there, though. You'd love to see that. Now, please. Oh, nice. Okay, that is big right there. I think we end up winning on that. Although, it depends on what their Tera is. Again. Again, we have to go for the Heat Wave. And let's go close combat because, again, Wicked Blow is not going to hit for a crit because I'm like 98% sure they are Shell Armor. So, unfortunately, that would not hit for a crit because it can't be critted. So, we have to really hope that they don't Tera into something that is, that resists fighting. Even if they, well, no, maybe not, because they did get the Acid Armor up. So, yeah, we would have to get pretty lucky with this. We would have to get lucky, but yeah, they would have to not terrestrialize. Oh, that's tough. I think they're trying to think about that, too. Yeah, here comes that Tera. It's going to be the scary thing. What's it going to be? Okay, well, Thunderbolt on the next one's going to be really, really nice. And at least they don't resist the... Well, they do on the Heat Wave, but at least they don't resist the close combat. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Let's go, Zapdos. And we get the Para. Perfect. Thank you, Static. Again, I miss... Yeah, I wish Lightning Rod was still a thing, but I'll take Static for things like that, you know? Alright, so... Let's go for the Thunderbolts. And let's go Wicked Blow on this one. Let's go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And again, even if they didn't back out of that battle, I think that the Thunderbolt was going to take care of it anyways. Because again, even though the Acid Armor, they'd gotten one of those off and they were +2 in their defense, wasn't going to do anything to their special defense. So that's perfect. Let's go. Good game. You know, despite the fact that people don't necessarily like to use the Generation 1 Legendary Birds, this Zapdos actually was really, really good. I mean, and, you know, again, people do kind of sleep on it a little bit. It's got a 125 special attack, like, as its base amount, which is actually really good, which makes those electric moves really strong. And again, being able to have the 2x stab on the electric moves, too, if you do Terrestrialize, makes it even better. The Assault Vest gives it a little extra bulk, and honestly... Even though, you know, I've talked about how much I miss, you know, Lightning Rod as an ability, Static actually wasn't that bad. We were able to get a couple pairs there and actually worked out in our favor. So again, you guys, if you guys want to use one of the legendary birds, I know a couple people are using Articuno. We saw Moltres in one of those battles, but I definitely think Zapdos definitely has to be the one out of those three. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.